Hello all, welcome to my channel, Unapologetically Z. Look, I just want to come on here and send out maybe a little inspiration. I know that there are so many people out there that feel this celestial thing happening and they feel a need to make a change. And for whatever reason, roof back to you. It's my dog Zeus. For whatever reason, you're afraid. And I just hope that maybe I can be a little inspiration because I've made recently a great change. And I too was a little afraid, but guess what? In this world, we face fear, right? We don't allow fear to deter us from doing something that we feel guided by whatever you deem, Holy Spirit, divine, God, whatever you feel guided to do. And I want to encourage those that you are apprehensive and you're not sure if it's the right move and you're not sure if now is the time. Now is the time. If you've stumbled upon this video and you're hearing my voice and you've been having these thoughts, now is the time. You just need to do it. So what I would say is that you need to be intentional on what it is that you want to do. So many things in life. We have so many desires, so many dreams. There's so much that we feel a need that we want to achieve, and yet we allow fear of the unknown or fear of the outcome to deter us from at least even taking a chance. What I can tell you with 100% certainty is that if you don't try, nothing will ever change. Let that sit in your spirit for a minute. If you don't try, you'll never achieve anything. We live in a universe that is accustomed to motion. You must move. We live in a moving universe. So when you feel the inclination, when you hear spirit speaking to you, that is your notice that you're being put on notice and that you need to move. There are a lot of NPCs in the world, and they will sit around and they will get up in the morning at 6 o'clock and they will take their shower and get dressed and go make their breakfast and walk the dog and go to work and do a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or 9 to 7, and they'll come home and, they'll make dinner and they'll unwind and they'll do it all over again. Hold, please. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. That was my phone. I've since turned it off. So where was I? I was talking about the 9 to 5. So I just decided, a long time ago that was not going to be for me. That is not the life that I wanted to live for myself. I am an Army brat, and I was very blessed and fortunate to be able to travel the world at a very young age and live in a foreign country and just got a taste of what other cultures had to provide. So I decided, very early that I eventually wanted to live outside of the U.S. So I did some research. I knew that I was looking for a temperate climate. I wanted something that was warm year round because I don't care for winter. I wanted to be someplace where I had the option of being in the mountains and then very quickly being able to be on the beach. And after doing a lot of research, and I just asked Spirit, I said, I'm ready to go. Where should I go? And automatically in my feed came up this tour that I went on called Panama Relocation Tours. I signed up for the tour in September, and I knew when I went on the tour that I had already wanted to come to Panama because I had been watching videos on Panama, probably for 4 years, 3 or 4 years prior to that. It started around 2019, when, our friend C came out to play with us. And so I had been watching these videos, and I had been seeing the country and how beautiful it was and how inviting the people were. And it just looked like paradise to me. So I went on the tour in September. I met a host of fantastic people, all that were looking at Panama as a place to retire or a place to move to. And when I came back home, I had just made up my mind. This is what I'm going to do. And that was in September, and I put my condo on the market. I actually left the States before my condo even sold. I landed here in Panama in January of this year, 2025. And it has been a glorious ride. Now, some of you might think that that's crazy, and that's fine. But I'm going to tell you this. Your dreams aren't going to wait for you. Time is not going to wait for you. And people have a very bad habit of, I'll look into it next year, or, in a couple of years. There's no guarantee that you're going to be here next year or in a couple of years. That's just facts. I mean, just take a minute and think about all the things that are happening in the world right now. Time is promised to no one. We come here to live, love, learn, and grow. We do that by having experiences. And the experiences that we have in life mold and shape the fabulous people that we are to become. I don't have anything against my home country. But generally speaking, I think that it is a fairly toxic place right now to me. And I personally was not willing to continue to live in any form, on any level, in an environment of toxicity. Toxicity, in my work, toxicity in relationships, toxicity in my home. I've had enough. Okay? I don't want to be around toxic people, and I don't want to be in toxic environments. And if that is your mentality, then this is for you. And I encourage you to really take some time to sit down, write out, what your goals are, what it is that you want. Figure out what it is that you really want. Because, sometimes, our wants can be kind of flighty. One day I want this, and then tomorrow I'm going to want that. And I remember last week I wanted that, and I think now I want this. Figure out what the hell it is that you want. Figure it out. Honestly, just sit down in a quiet space, maybe a dark space, turn off, any distractions, TV, radio, music, and just be with yourself and figure out, what is it that I really want? And once you figure out what that thing is that you really want, maybe you don't want to leave the country. Maybe you want to move to a new city. Maybe you want to change jobs. Maybe you want to pursue your original passion in life, which was, to be an artist or be a musician or go into acting. All I'm saying is we all have dreams from the time that we're very young. And no disrespect to anyone when I say this, but no one, is born and is a child and grows up and says, when I grow up, I want to be a trash collector. When I grow up, I want to be a waitress. When I grow up, I want to, no one does that. We get into these jobs because, unfortunately, the world that we live in, we need to earn money. to earn a living, to survive. It's about survival, right? Bottom line. No one says that, right? And so if you are not in a position where you can do what it is that you want to do right now, then look at what is it that I need to do? Do I need to save more money? Do I need to pay off debt? What will release me and allow me to pursue my dreams? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be here living our dreams. And 99% of us never do that. We just don't do it because we get caught up in the bloody matrix. And you forget. We come here and we forget who we are. We're ascended beings. We're spirit having a physical experience. You can create anything that you want. You just have to set the intention. So I'm saying figure out what it is that you want to do. Set the intention in your mind. And that's all that you let consume your mind until you get it. Because that's what I did. I thought about Panama morning, noon, and night. How am I going to make this happen? How am I going to get there? How am I going to get my dog there? You know, what is it that I need to do? I'm going to have to sell there were so many things that I had to do. It was almost overwhelming. But you know what? I sat down, I made a list, and I planned everything out step by step, by step, by step. Until I got here. And when I finally got here, all I could really do was cry because I couldn't believe that I made it happen. And then I had to stop and think back over my life of all the things that I have done or I have achieved that I never thought that I would do. And I realized, girl, you are the queen of manifestation. There is nothing you can't make happen. And the same applies to each and every one of you. There is nothing that in this world that you can't have. There is nothing that you can't achieve. There is absolutely nothing that you cannot make happen. All you have to do is set your intention upon it. Morning, noon, and night. Until you have it. And that's how you manifest. So set your intention. Figure out what it is that you want. Set your intention. And let that be in the forefront of your mind every single day until you achieve it. Write out a plan. DT squared. Do the things. And then do the things again. And you keep doing the things. And you check off your list the things that you've accomplished. You keep doing the things until you get what you want. Stop settling. Stop just living life like a NPC, non-player character. Stop allowing people to determine for you what it is you're capable of. You know what you're capable of. Don't let anyone sit back and tell you you can't do something. I wish I would. Little mini gods and goddesses roaming all over the world, not even recognizing your power. You are powerful. You have a spirit team. You talk to your spirit team. You talk to the higher power. You talk to whatever it is that you, God, Jesus, your higher self, whoever. And you work in conjunction with them. And you listen to them because they do talk to you. Sometimes we just don't want to hear it. They say something, we really don't want to do that, so we just ignore them. And what ends up happening is we end up in a position that we otherwise would not have been in had we just stopped and listened and heeded. Because you know what? The universe will always work to your highest and for your highest good if you allow it. They know that you're here to have an experience. That's what you come down here for. You think you're just down here randomly? No. You got a team up there that's working to help you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And some of you are chosen. And I don't need to say anything else, because if you are, you know you are. So you know there are certain things that you're supposed to be doing. Some of us want to hear the call and some of us don't. You better answer that call, because right now you're needed. Answer the call. Help get your other brothers and sisters on board. We're all here to have a beautiful experience. But you'll never have it if you don't learn to face your fear. Take a risk. Be intentional about it. And move forward. That's all you have to do. Watch the blessings come. Take it from someone that's gone through it, who is going through it right now. Watch the blessings come. The financial blessings will come. Your tribe, the people that you're meant to be with, the people that vibe on the same frequency as you, they will appear. I promise you. But you have to be willing to answer the call. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals and your dreams. You were sent here with specific gifts to give back to the world. Many of those gifts are wrapped up in your dreams. This is what your dreams are. You're a talented musician. You're supposed to be sharing your music with the world. You're a talented singer. You're supposed to be sharing your voice with the world. You're an artist. You're supposed to be sharing your art with the world. You're a healer. You're supposed to be helping to heal the world. We come down here with gifts. We come down here with goals that our spirit team set up for us, and then they implant that within us. Those goals are part of what our dreams are. That's why we feel the way that we feel about certain things. That's why we want to achieve certain things. That's why we're driven to do certain things and to want certain things. Stop fighting what's been placed inside of you as a gift to give back to the world. Own it. Whatever it is, own it. Get out of your daily humdrum and live your life to the fullest. These people that you work for, these government entities, these private entities that you work for and you slave for every day, they don't care about you. They don't give two shits about your dreams, your desires, your gifts, what you want in life. They don't care, because it's not going to be something that is going to advance them. It's okay to have a job. We all have to start somewhere, right? But don't start it at 18 and then leave it at 70. And in them years, you've done nothing to promote yourself and to do the things that bring you joy and make you happy. What kind of hell bum diggity bullshit is that? I gotta work. Okay. I've worked. I've spent most of my life working 2 full-time jobs for a long time, while doing a whole lot of stuff to help family for a long time. So as far as I'm concerned, I've put in all the time that I need to put in. I'm not willing, I don't think, to work for anyone else ever again. I mean, I guess I could if I needed to, or if I wanted to, but I really am not, I don't want to go down that road. That's not what I want to do. I'd rather help motivate other people find their reason to get off the plantation. The plantation may be a pit stop. It shouldn't be the end all be all by any stretch of the imagination. And everybody's on the plantation. So don't think anybody, black people on there, white people on there, Hispanic people on there, you know, Chinese people on there. If you working for somebody else, you on the plantation. Got news for you. Hello. Put yourself first. Figure out what it is that you want to do. Be intentional about achieving it. And then make the leap. I promise you, you won't regret it. Okay, that's all I got for you for today. If you stayed this long, thank you so much for listening. Love you. Y'all make it happen. Till next time.